Hey guys, Sophia here with turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the 2022 IFBB Pro League Legions Sports Fest Bikini, Wellness, Fitness, and Women's Physique results. A huge show, some extremely impressive physiques. It's so cool to see. And I've got a couple more recaps from this weekend coming your way. It's been a very busy month, so make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss them. Now, in terms of Olympia, this is a little bit higher points contest. It is a tier 3. So the winner qualifies, and then second through fifth receive those points you see there. And then at the end of the qualification period, all of the top 3 in each of these divisions get to go to the Olympia. So this is a pretty big show. A lot of points are awarded. So beginning with Pro Fitness. In first place, Danielle. Second, Anna. Third, Camara. Fourth, Renee. And fifth, Carolina. And it's always interesting looking at the scorecards for fitness. So if you look a little carefully here, Camara actually won for the physique round. And then Danielle won for the routine. So at the end of the day, Danielle came in first place. But man, was it ever close in points between first, second, and third. So a very tight, close race, but Danielle came out on top, which is very exciting. So here's Carolina in fifth. Oh, she looks so beautiful. I love her hair. It is so full, so voluminous. The curls are gorgeous. I think she looks just absolutely spectacular, and I love the purple suit. She looks beautiful. She's got great shape. I think she's got some beautiful, very nice muscles in her arms, really large. Beautiful lats, nice small tiny waist, and great shape to her legs. Her hamstrings are spectacular. The only thing I wish she had just a little bit more conditioning to show off a bit more detail, you know, the groove coming down the leg, a little more detail to the delts, that sort of a thing. But I think she looks really beautiful. And here is a look at her routine costume. So cool. Next up in fourth place is Renee, and I think she's made some huge improvements since the last time we saw her at the Legion when she got fourth place as well there. I noticed a couple things. Number one, I think her leg looks fabulous. I think the sweep of her quad looks even better than it did last time. I think she's really put in some work there, and it looks really spectacular. The other thing that I noticed that I think looks even better is her lats. I think she's got just a fabulous lat spread. The delts look beautiful. Just overall, this shape, her V-taper looks incredible. So I think she's done a lot of work over the year. She's got a beautiful shape, really nice hamstrings, nice small waist, just gorgeous. Again, I wouldn't mind a little bit more conditioning just to make, you know, that groove could be a little deeper here, the line running down, separating the quad from the hamstring. But I think her abs look fantastic. Maybe a little bit more detail in the arms, you know, so just a little tiny bit more conditioning. But that's it. I think she looks really spectacular. Overall, gorgeous. And I like the red too. I don't know whether, I think I prefer the blue, honestly. It's just a little bit more like icy and cool. But I think both colors look very beautiful. And there's a look at her routine. All right, next is Camara in third place, and she is spectacular. So if you remember the scorecard, she did come in first place for the physique portion. And you can see clearly she's got some great size, absolutely beautiful V-taper, really small waist, amazing lats and delts, just a lot of muscle in her upper body. Beautiful biceps. I love how curvy her arms are. You've got a lot of muscle in there. This lat is really sensational. I love it. Beautiful shape to her glute and her hamstrings. I like this curve in the back leg in particular that you're seeing on her quad. So I think she looks really amazing. I think the conditioning was better at the Arnold, honestly. You could see a little bit more of the six-pack. The line coming down her leg was a little bit deeper, easier to see. But her conditioning is still quite lovely here. You do get a nice look at her oblique. So definitely not a complaint. And her suit is beautiful. I think it's the same like overall design, just a different color scheme, which is so cool because it looks great on her. And both colors are lovely. I like this blue and the purple. I think it's very pretty. So a fabulous showing for her. And there's a look at her routine. And man, her delts look amazing in this picture. All right, next in second place is Anna, who looks absolutely phenomenal. Her waist looks so small and her delts look gorgeous. So round and full, beautiful lats, just overall such a pretty shape to her silhouette. Really nice. A nice glute, though I do think she could have a little bit more size to the top part of her glute up here, even though she's got a gorgeous curve at the bottom in particular. Really nice fullness in her legs. I love this sweep. But again, I wouldn't mind even more conditioning, even though like she's got crazy, beautiful abs, just if we could see a bit more of that detail coming through in the quads, a little bit more in the arms. The suit is beautiful, fits her great. I love how high it comes up on her hips. And I think her hair is just perfect. It's like this beachy cool, beautiful makeup. She looks really pretty, and I think it was a fabulous second place. And there's a look at her routine. And now here in first place is Danielle. So cool. She looks great. And I actually noticed a few things also in this picture. Number one, I think her glutes look fabulous. So nicely shaped, beautiful, round, and nice size. Even better than it was at the Nashville Night of Champions. Just a really great shape. I also think her conditioning is even better than it was last time. Her abs look really nice. You've got a little bit more of that six pack. The lines are a bit more visible. I think her lower stomach looks even tighter and flatter than it did before. Her posing looks really good. There's almost a leaning backwards, whereas here she looks really upright. Her lat looks super pumped. Her shoulders are nice. You see beautiful detail and just nice curves in her arms. Like, I think she's just posing beautifully, great conditioning, and overall she just looks really fabulous. And there's a look at her routine. Great abs. Okay, so here's everybody side by side, and for sure our second place and third place winners stand out in terms of the physiques. I think you really notice how small Anna's waist is. Her V-taper is extremely impressive. Nice delts. But then when you look at Chimera, it's like, wow, she really stands out. Her legs are so full. There's not even a space in between them. They've got such a great sweep. Beautiful definition. You see so much detail in all of her quads. Really nice small waist, great lats, beautiful delts. They're very high, very full, and very round. I think Anna's delts are nice as well, but Chimera has something extra special. So you've got a great overall silhouette. Her X frame is really quite visible. Carolina, I think, has a lot of muscle as well. She just doesn't quite have the same conditioning to show it off like Chimera. Even though I commented that I wanted more conditioning from Chimera, I know it. So she looks spectacular in the lineup, absolutely. Danielle, of course, still came in first place at the end of the day, and she looks beautiful as well. Really nice abs. She's just a little bit more petite. Same with Renee, doesn't quite have the same size like Anna and Chimera. And now from behind, Chimera's glutes look fantastic, really round, really full, and the legs are just so muscular. I love how much size she has on the inside part of her legs. It's really impressive. I think looking at the whole lineup, no one's got the lower half like Chimera. She also has some really beautiful 3D muscles in her back, and her waist is small, same with Anna, so the V-taper with these crazy lats is just really fabulous. So in terms of Olympia, Danielle is qualified, Anna has 6, Chimera has 12, Renee has 8, and Caroline has 3. Okay, Pro Bikini. In first place, Jordan. Second, Lana. Third, Liliana. Fourth, Alessia. And fifth, Kaylin. So Kaylin in fifth looks really good. I think she's really popping her glute here. You're seeing a fabulous shape, and her conditioning looks tremendous. This line coming down her quad is even easier to see than it was at the Nevada show. I think her hourglass looks fantastic. And I notice a big change, honestly, a big change in the way she's posing her upper body. I think her shoulders look higher. Her chest looks more pumped up. The lats seem more out. Like she just looks even more strong and solid in her upper body than she did at the Nevada show. And it really, really highlights that hourglass shape. So I think she's doing just an absolutely fabulous job. She stands out in the lineup for sure with this posing. So I think she looks absolutely beautiful. I love the color of her lipstick with the suit. She's nailing it. I think she did tremendous. Okay, Alessia in fourth place has been in the top 5 so many times in this qualification period that I am like almost completely out of room. There are so many amazing photos from this year. It's really incredible. I think in particular, her tan looks absolutely gorgeous. That stands out to me, just how beautiful, buttery her skin looks, just absolutely flawless. And of course, her body is amazing as well. Her quads have the most gorgeous outline with this deep groove, such a small, tiny waist, beautiful lat spread, beautiful lats to make the hourglass shape so easy to see. She's just gorgeous. Now, to zoom in a little bit more so you can see clearly, like I said, her tan is just fantastic. In the lineup, I've said it before now, I do think she needs to have a little bit more roundness to her upper body. So like a little bit more size in the delts, maybe a little bit more muscle in the arms, just so that there's a little bit more curves. And even the quad sweep could be a little bit more rounded. And you'll see when I switch to the next placement, just our next girl has a little bit more roundness to her physique. And that's something that's going to take an off season, which Alessia clearly is not having at the moment. She is just competing like crazy. And I think she's spectacular. She is so consistently good, and it's really extremely impressive. Okay, here's Liliana in third. And maybe you see what I mean about just a little bit more curve overall to her shape. She's got a bit more of a quad sweep, a little bit more curves in the arms, beautiful round delts, just like Alessia, the very lovely lat with a really small waist. So just overall a really gorgeous shape. But that's what I noticed when I looked at her was just she's got these really nice curvy lines all over, and I think it looks fabulous. She also has nice conditioning too. So you've got this nice groove, you've got really good obliques, a little bit of rib, but not too much. You've got some six-pack shining through. So she's got this beautiful balance between having some hardness with the conditioning, but also some softness. So you still see some beautiful curves. So I think she looks really gorgeous. Love the blue, love the dark hair and the bold earrings. She looks amazing. All right, Lana in second. She's gone back to the red suit. It looks so good on her. She's so pretty. She's got beautiful red lips, gorgeous blonde hair. I think she looks really amazing. I love how the quad on this front leg really gets outlined beautifully. You see that in every picture. She's got this gorgeous curve down by her knee, and I think it is just lovely. She's got a great shape to her glute, and she's posing really well here. I think you see that curve and the fullness even better than you saw it at the Ben Weider show. And she's got a really nice small waist. She's got a little bit less of an exaggerated lat, and it's still lovely. So you've got a nice delt, kind of just like a simple gentle curve and beautiful glutes. So I think she's got an overall a really lovely shape. It looks very natural and easy. Not overly posed, not overly contorted or, crazy. She's just looks like a natural beauty. And I think that's really lovely. Yeah, what more can I say? She looks beautiful. And I do like the red on her, particularly because she does the red lip. I think that looks fantastic. All right, now Jordan in first is absolutely gorgeous, and she's doing so well all year. She has a more exaggerated shape, and yet she still looks really easygoing in the way that she poses. So she really has that very clear hourglass, extremely small waist, really quite a large lat and shoulder up top, and a very large glute. And I think it's that tiny, tiny waist and the extreme curve that she gets in her back that just makes you really notice that S. And it looks phenomenal. She also has beautiful curves, in the sweep of her quads. Her delts have a nice roundness. She's got not crazy amount of size in her arms, but still there's this beautiful shape. And her conditioning is really nice. She's got the obliques, she's got a flat stomach, a little bit of an outlining down by the quads, but nothing crazy. So she just comes across as like this is super easy. She just kind of rolled out of bed and did a bikini show and just looks amazing, effortless. And man, is she ever gorgeous. And I love her hair. I think the length is so cool that you get to see a lot of her back muscles from behind. And the suit color, the lip color, perfection. Okay, I realize that this picture is very zoomed in, but I still wanted you to see everybody in the lineup. And I know I am drawn to Jordan and Kaylin, and it's the hourglass shape. And I think it's because of just how well they're able to really make that curve stand out with the way that they're posing. I think you don't quite see it as well on the other girls simply because of the angles. Or maybe, Jordan and Kaylin are really doing a great job pumping up the upper body and having that really nice balance with the glutes. But overall, I think Jordan really kind of looked spectacular. And now from behind, it's actually quite surprising. Jordan's glutes are a little more petite than some of the other ladies. I think Alessia and Liliana have larger size, but man, does she ever have a tiny waist and a really beautiful hourglass shape from behind. It's quite spectacular, actually. You've got these amazing delts, really small waist, and a gorgeous curve to her glutes and nice balance with her legs. So she's super proportionate and just beautiful. A really nice shape from behind. Everybody looks good. I think Liliana has some amazing size. Alessia as well. I think Lana has some beautiful legs. I like that she's got some nice curves to the inside of her legs. Kaylin's glutes look super high. Also, she has a very nice small waist. But Jordan's hourglass really stands out. All right, in terms of Olympia, Jordan was already qualified. Lana is way up to 18. Liliana has 5. Alessia was already qualified. And Kaylin has 6. Okay, women's physique. In first place, Evan. Second, Sarah. Third, Diana. Fourth, Jessica. And fifth, Susan. So Susan in fifth, I am overwhelmed by her conditioning. It is so impressive. Her legs look absolutely crazy. You see so much detail. There's feathering, there's deep grooves, there's lines coming like from her knee all the way up to the strap of her suit. Veins. Oh, it's wild. She looks absolutely unreal. I love the fit of her suit. I like how high the bottoms come up, both under the belly button as well as up to the sides of the belly button. I think the colors are beautiful. I love her short hair. It's perfect so you can see her beautiful delts. She doesn't have to move it or touch it. Like, she just looks amazing from top to bottom. I love it. The conditioning really stands apart. Next in fourth place is Jessica, and I just adore her legs. She's got the most amazing quad sweep, so much size, just absolutely fantastic. And she's got great arms too. So I think from a balance perspective, man, she's got beautiful proportions, really nice shape, overall, her X frame is just fabulous. I do wish that the conditioning was even more. Like, I know it's there and her bottom part of her legs looks amazing. I just wish that you could see a bit more detail coming up into the legs and even like the abs. We've seen them a little bit more defined in Texas, for example. So overall, that's the only thing, just a little bit more conditioning. But I think her silhouette and her shape and her size are fantastic. Her suit is beautiful. I love the color, of course. And just her makeup and her curly hair, she just looks beautiful. And I think she's really incredible. Okay, Diana in third. Amazing. Oh my gosh. Her legs also have some beautiful shape. And what an amazing amount of detail you're seeing in there. Like there's feathering. She looks so lean. Really, like her glute looks like it's popping out. Just unreal. Great definition around her biceps. Her delts look beautiful. Nice full round lats. Great tiny lean flat stomach. Like overall, she just looks really good. Very athletic. Really quite incredible. I don't know that it's my favorite pose because you kind of lose the X shape, but I do like how well it highlights and kind of shows off her beautiful legs, particularly this front leg. One other thing I was thinking is I would switch the lipstick to more of like a bold, darker, deeper shade, like a more of a burgundy color. Right now it's almost like a bright color. I would do more of a deep red myself. That's just me. But I think she's really incredible. I love her short hair. I think she looks really beautiful. All right, next in second was Sarah, who looks phenomenal. First of all, I love the color of her suit. It is so rich and dark and luxurious. It's just fabulous. It really is spectacular. Love it. I also adore her hair. I think her makeup is perfect. You can see there's some shiny blue on her eyes. She just looks really cool. And her presentation is awesome. Her posing looks good. I like this twist she's got going in her torso. Her abs look amazing. Beautiful size. She's got a lot of mass in her legs, really nice lats, holy smokes, and great size too up top. So I'm seeing some fantastic balance between top to bottom. The conditioning looks good, particularly in her abs. However, I do wish that somehow this back leg could see a little bit more of that detail. Like you're seeing it here, but I'm not seeing it in the same time in the back leg. So I don't know what she would have to do to get the muscles in that back leg to pop. But overall, I'm so impressed. I think her size and her shape, the X frame, all of it. She looks really good. And now in first place is Evan. And oh my gosh, her physique is really spectacular. Her abs are insane. Her waist is so small. She's got a beautiful V-taper, particularly because her waist is so small, but also because she's got beautiful lats, really nice upper body too. So her delts are a gorgeous shape. Her biceps look really fantastic. I love the conditioning, so you get a nice outline of the biceps. Her legs have a gorgeous sweep, but beautiful detail coming through on the quads themselves. Mostly it's the tiny waist and the abs that catch my eye for sure. But man, overall, her X shape is really spectacular. And I have to say, I have never actually seen someone wear a suit with this design. I've seen them like on web pages of the suit makers, but I've never seen it on somebody, and it looks so cool on her. And I think strategically, because it's small on the inside of the top and then it gets wider, it actually is almost like helps your eye to come towards the lats and see the V-taper. So I think this suit is perfection. Love the colors, love the design, love the makeup, how her lipstick is a little bolder. Her hair's beautiful. Like, she is just amazing. Okay, here's the lineup. And I'm, first of all, easily drawn to Evan with her small waist and her legs. She's got beautiful proportions and really nice conditioning. I think Jessica beside her has some nice size. She doesn't quite have the same waistline, not so, I mean, Evan's waist is just unbelievably small. I think Susan has insane conditioning, but also not the same V-taper like Evan in first. Diana, again, also has some beautiful conditioning in her legs in particular. And Sarah, I think her waist is looking really quite small, so the V-taper is really spectacular. But Evan, man, it's just so beautifully balanced with her legs. And then from behind, this is where I notice a big difference as well. So Evan's glutes are round, they're very full at the top, and then they're not overly squared or overly lean. I feel like Diana and Sarah have a little bit more of that square shape and definitely some striations coming through. Whereas Evan, she's got striations, she's got hardness, but it just somehow looks rounder. Jessica has the roundness, but maybe she could have a little bit more of the hardness to come through. Susan, I think, has a beautiful shape, but maybe she could have a little bit more size. Also, I felt with Susan, she's got a nice V-taper, but somehow we're missing some of that 3D quality in her back, whereas, Jessica has a bit more fullness in her lats. Evan, man, she's really got some nice detail, but also that nice 3D quality of, like, it's like you could grab each little separate muscle in her back. It's just beautiful. This was a tremendous top 5. I'm so impressed. All right, in terms of Olympia, Evan is now qualified. Sarah has 6, Diana has 14, Jessica has 5, and Susan has 3. All right, and now last of all, we have Pro Wellness. In first place, Amanda. Second, Judian. Third, Letitia. Fourth, Frida. And fifth, Maria. So here's Maria, and man, I think she looks spectacular. I love the red suit with the red lip. I think her posing looks really good. I'm sure I've commented that I find sometimes she looks a little too much like she's leaning forward. I still see it a little bit, but I think it's even better than ever. I think she's standing a little bit more upright. The shoulders look really nice and level. She looks really quite lovely. I like that the hair is to the back, so you've got a beautiful view of both of these delts. I love what you're seeing in this back arm in particular. She's got great size and muscles in her arm, nice definition coming through on the shoulders, just beautiful. And then the other thing that I noticed was I feel like she's improved since even Romania. There's such a beautiful amount of size to this quad sweep that you certainly didn't see at Fit Parade. So she's done a lot of work. The posing looks beautiful. Her conditioning is great. And man, is her glute ever impressive. It is glute all the way from her suit, and it's high and it's round and it's curved and it's incredible. Okay, Frida in fourth. She just looks so pretty. She's got beautiful hair. She's just so feminine, beautiful makeup. I love the blue suit. I personally like it better than the red myself, but that's just me. I like the coolness that it is with the hair. Man, she's got a great glute, really nice size in her legs, amazing calves, really large, beautiful sweep, nice small waist, a very not exaggerated lat. She's just looks very feminine, very easygoing. She's got some softness to her arms. She's not overly hard, but yet there's a beautiful detail in her legs. So I think she's got a really nice overall look. Nice small waist, nice hourglass, beautiful. Okay, Letitia in third. Fantastic abs. I love her oblique. Really deep, really easy to see. Great six-pack. She's got a nice curve as well. So her delts look really good. Her lats look good. Amazing glutes. Good grief. And wow. Gorgeous hamstrings. Nice sweep to her quad here as well. Beautiful conditioning. So you've got some detail, particularly down by the kneecaps. Like I said, the abs look great. She's got beautiful curves in her arms. So I think overall she looks really fantastic. Beautiful blue suit. It is a perfect shade of blue for her. Just gorgeous. I do still find her to be leaning more than I like. I feel like it doesn't flatter the shape, and I would like to see her standing just a little bit more upright if that's possible. I know that she's definitely popping the glute, and I don't know how it would be possible to change anything, and clearly she's in third place, so she's doing amazing. But that's kind of my only suggestion. I do like that she has brought her back foot out. I think you get to see a lot more of this impressive leg muscle, so very good. Okay, Judean in second place. Beautiful as ever in that gorgeous kind of tealy turquoisey suit. So nice. She's got a great size to her glute. Beautiful sweep to her quad. I really noticed this line here by her hamstring. Her oblique looks really good. Nice size to her delts. I like this definition too, down at the bottom of the delt. So like just overall, she looks really good. Again, kind of that more easygoing, kind of, not overly exaggerated posing. However, I do think she could maybe pump up a little bit more in the posing, like make the upper body look a bit more deliberate, really twist, kind of open up the shoulders a bit more. I find in the lineup, you're not noticing her as much because she's more just standing simply rather than kind of pumping herself up a bit. And maybe you'll agree with me, maybe you won't. Feel free to comment below. But I think overall her shape is beautiful, her conditioning is really nice, and she does look absolutely gorgeous. Okay, Amanda in first place. Amazing. Beautiful blue suit. I really do like the blue. I think it looks so good with the tan. Her hair is just a gorgeous bright blonde, nice length. Beautiful hourglass shape coming through. You really notice her gorgeous glute. Nice tightness in the legs. She looks lean, very small waist, just beautiful. It's not my favorite pose, honestly, this more front facing pose, because I don't feel like you get to see the hourglass as well, but she does look really beautiful, and it certainly highlights her amazing glute. Okay, so here's everybody side by side. Man, absolutely beautiful. I like Amanda's posing here. I think she's standing nicely upright. You're getting a good look at her glutes. She's standing quite sideways in the positioning of her legs. A little bit of a twist, so you see both of the shoulders still. Frida, I think her upper body looks really nice the way that she's posing. However, she might even maybe could have a little bit more size to those delts. When I see Judean beside her, she's got a little bit more roundness, more fullness here. Even Letitia has a bit more size in the delts. Maybe you agree with me what I'm saying about Letitia. Could just twist a little more, kind of pump up a bit more in the posing department. And Letitia and Maria, I think, have a bit more of a lean in the way that they're standing. But certainly it highlights the glutes, that's for sure. But I think Amanda looks really good. I'm loving this line she's getting in here in the glute. And man, her quads look sensational. This back leg has so much definition, and what a curve. That's crazy. Now from behind, I'm actually drawn to Maria. I think the roundness in her glutes is so impressive. They are so high and just so round all around, from the sides, the top, the inside. It's really spectacular. Letitia, I think she's fabulous sweep to the inside and the outside of her quads. Really nice hamstrings too. I think Judean, you really notice how small her waist is. Beautiful delts. Maybe she could have a little bit less hair covering the delts, but overall a really lovely shape to her legs. Frida, I love her glute ham tie-ins. I think she's got a really nice shape to her glutes, but I wouldn't mind if there's a bit more curve to the inside of her leg, like you see it here on Judean. And man, Amanda, Now she's got curves on the outside, curves on the inside, detail in her hamstrings, really nicely defined glute ham tie-ins, curve to the top of the glutes, small waist, and really easy to see delts, and the hourglass really comes through. So I think Amanda did a really good job with the posing, with her hair, everything. So in terms of Olympia, Amanda's qualified, Julian has 18, Letitia has 8, Frida has 10, and Maria has 9. So that's it for this show. There were 2 more shows this weekend. So make sure you subscribe. I'll be back with recaps of those as soon as I can. Give me a like if you like this video. Comment below with what you thought of all of these amazing top 5s. And come find me. I'm at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and of course on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.